everybody. Paul here. It is May 2nd. Today's readings, Proverbs 15, Isaiah 49 and 50, Revelation 21. Revelation 21 is what I want to talk with you about really quickly. There's just some incredible symbolism that we see in Revelation 21 and in the first part of 22. So I know Brandon's going to talk to you about 22 tomorrow. At least I think he's talking about 22 tomorrow. So I hope I'm not stepping on his toes too much. But Revelation 21 has some amazing symbolism. So I've got a list here on my computer, so you're going to see me looking down. That's what I'm looking at really quickly. We see in Revelation 21 this constant comparison to both Eden and to the temple, and how the new heaven and new earth is a far better and a completed thing than even Eden was, and especially what we see in the temple. But they were always pointing forward to what we see in Revelation with the new heaven and the earth. So we have the new heaven and the new earth is where it starts, and this is replacing the old order that was created in Genesis 1:1. You know, in Genesis we have this idea of the deep and the waters. And the deep and the waters always symbolize chaos. When the new heaven and the new earth, there's no more sea, there's no more chaos. There's a total removal of chaos and danger. We have the Holy of Holies is mentioned in, we have in Revelation 21:16, we have a perfect cube of geometry that's mentioned, what the city is shaped like. And this is pointing back to the Holy of Holies. It's the exact same geometry of the Holy of Holies in Solomon's temple. This signifies that not only is this a new city, but this new city is basically built around this premise that God is with his people. Whereas in the Holy of Holies, only one person could go once a year on the Day of Atonement and atone for the sins of all the people with God. Now, everyone has access and will live in what is the Holy of Holies in the new heaven and the new earth. We have God's dwelling with humanity. In Genesis 3:8, God walked with humanity. In the temple, he was with humanity, but he was veiled behind the curtain. But now in Revelation, we see in Revelation 21:3 that the dwelling place of God is with his people. It's with man. We see in the fall that mortality and suffering is introduced in Genesis 3:17 through 19. But in Revelation 21:4, it says there will be no more death. There will be no more mourning. There will be no more pain. The new heaven and the new earth, this promise that God is giving to us there, is completely undoing all of the brokenness of our world. And it just keeps going. The symbolism of there's a river in Eden, Genesis 2. There's a river that flows from the throne of God in Revelation 22. The tree of life in Genesis 3:22 and 24. It reappears, but it's in the center of the city, and it yields fruit that heals the nations in Revelation 22. We have the abundance of precious stones. This visual imagery that we see of heaven, I mean, it is the exact same that we see in Eden, that we have gold and onyx in Genesis 2. Well, in the New Jerusalem, it's built with jasper and pure gold and 12 types of precious stones. This is a completion of all that we have seen. The promises that we have in God are incredible, and they're something that we need to look forward to, not be afraid of, even though that's what we see so frequently. People are afraid of Revelation. But what we see in Revelation 21 and in 22 is that God is fulfilling his promises that he's been making from the very beginning of the Bible. So hold fast. Look forward to the days that are coming when we will get to dwell with God forever.